Hi, Dean from Leisure Travel Vans. Today we're having a look at the 2014 Unity IB. This is one great motorhome. If you're looking for a motorhome that is small, no slide outs, and you want to take it anywhere in North America, this is the motorhome.
Hard to believe we're in a 24-foot motorhome. Solid wood door to the bedroom. Look at this. There it is. 54 by 74 inch. Walk around island bed. Doesn't get any better than this. One of the great changes for 2014 came from some of our customers with some great feedback. They asked us to lower the bed so it's easier to get in and out of the bed area. So we did that, but we didn't lose any storage space. Look at this. Lots of storage area, double struts so the bed stays up. And then of course, we changed the handles, beautiful new handles, and look at the size of these drawers. Solid wood, nice and deep, 2 big drawers, perfect. Some other great new features for 2014, of course, we've gone to brand new MCD shades, roller blinds, so you got total dark out in the bedroom area, or you can just have a little bit of sunshine in. What a great new feature that is. We've also changed our valances a little bit, and of course we haven't changed some of the great things that the IB has, and that's cabinets. His and hers, hanging closets. Look at this. Lots of drawers. Look at the size. Look at the stuff you can carry. Double struts on the doors. Why do we do that? Because we don't want it to hit us in the head. Oh yeah, always solid wood. Some other great things in 2014, of course, we got LED lights. We got ducted air conditioning that goes through the entire coach, and that's nice because today's a hot day. Nice air conditioning in the bedroom area, that's important to have. And of course, we've got reading lights here that easily turn off and on. His and hers, very nice. And of course, we've even got some more drawers here. Full drawer extension glides, all solid wood. Perfect. All of our windows open, of course, as you can see. We use an awning style window, so if it's raining outside, you don't have to worry about rain coming into the coach. We have an emergency escape window. Man, this little bedroom is unbelievable for a 24-foot motorhome. Another great new feature for 2014. I'm quite excited about this one. Of course, we got a bigger bedroom TV, 24-inch LED TV, and this is really cool. Look at this. This just clips off, and I can take it outside and do a little tailgating party, watch your favorite NFL team, or hockey team, or baseball team, or whatever you're into. Watch movies outside. How easy is that? That is cool. What type of a private bathroom wouldn't be private? Beautiful curved sliding door. Look at the size of this bathroom area. This is beautiful. I've got ducted air conditioning in the bathroom. That's very important on a hot day like it is today. Solid Corian countertops, stainless steel sink. Look at the storage area that I have. Vanities, beautiful. And of course, I've got a beautiful China residential macerator toilet. What that does is that eats up all the solids and it shoots them down into the black tank, so you're going to get a longer life on your black tank before you have to dump it. Very, very nice feature to have. That's on the Unity IB and Unity TB models. Man, the Unity IB has so many great features, and we're just in the bedroom, bathroom area. Walk around island bed, private bathroom, and look at this, stand-up shower. And as everybody knows, I'm anywhere between 6 feet and 6'3", depending if my shoes are got the high heels or not. Skylight, lots of room. Look at this, place to hang my wet clothes. It's got everything. Shower, beautiful, hot and cold running water, big skylight. You gotta love it. If you love to travel and you like to take lots of things with you, the Unity IB is the model. Look at the storage. We talked about it earlier. Full drawer extension glides. And look at this, storage both sides. Tons of storage space. As we were leaving the bathroom in the bedroom area, I walk into my galley area, and now this is a great little galley. Got a little storage place up here, and of course we got a convection microwave, and as you can see, it does pizzas and chicken and bread, you name it, it can cook it. Plus we've got our beautiful Dometic 3-way fridge. Look at the size of that, 6.2 cubic foot, that'll be made into a 7 cubic foot fridge, because you can actually remove the freezer and make it all one big fridge. So if you're day tripping for the day, going out on a little day holiday, bang, take out the freezer, look at the size of that fridge. Plus you can run it gas, electric, and 12 volt. Largest 3-way fridge available in North America. Coming on the other side of the galley, we've got, of course, a beautiful pull-out pantry. How sweet is that? For all the cookers, the gourmet chefs, beautiful, locks in place. Boom, won't fall out when you're driving down the road. Good little safety feature. Plus, if you like to cook and watch TV at the same time, hey, why not? Brand new 29-inch LED TV. Down in the lower part of the galley area, look at this. Storage, solid wood doors. We either do cherry wood or maple. Look at this, beautiful curved door. Look at the plies of wood on there. And look at this, a reverse curved door. How sweet is that? And look at the storage space. Plus, look underneath here, we got full water filtration system, easy access to our hot water tank for winterization, and lots of storage space for all your pots and pans and all the great things you take in your kitchen. Plus, oh, more storage. Hello. More. Love it. Beautiful. Great. Fabulous. I love the galley area. Lots of cutting space. All, of course, solid Corian private collection, 1/2 inch thick. And look at this beautiful deep stainless steel sink. If you need a cutting board, built right into the sink cover. Very nice. And of course, we've got a built-in garbage can. Very nice. We back all of our Corian with plywood, so when you're bouncing down the road, it doesn't crack. And of course, built-in spice rack. That is great. 2-burner spark ignition stove. Very nice. And of course, look at this. Nice big window here. Opens up for lots of fresh air when you're cooking. And we've got lots of cabinets up above. Once again, double struts in all the cabinets, solid wood, curved, just very well done. One other brand new feature for 2014 in the IB galley area came from a customer suggestion to us via email. They said, hey, listen, we need a little more counter space. So you know what? Bang, we built you a counter extension. This is a great way to travel down the road. You can take the table in and out. This also makes into a beautiful single bed, which I'm going to show you in a second. First, we're going to make it into a dining room area, and it's very simple to do. We have these beautiful aluminum legs. You can hear, listen to that, the way they lock into place. So boom, take. And now I'll put my tabletop on. So the table hides underneath the bed. Pull the table out, drop it into place. If you need a little more table space, we got leaves on both sides. How simple is that? Great little dining room area. My chairs, I can turn and swivel. I can have dinner for 4 people very easily. How great is this? Dinner for 4 comfortably. Nice big table with the leaves up. I can watch TV. Does it get any better than this? Okay, so we've gone from a dining room area where I can have dinner, watch TV, entertain, play cards, and let's say you got the grandkids with you and you need a place to sleep them. Hey, why not? Put in the small legs. Legs go down, drop the table in place, bring your cushions in. Perfect, super single bed. All done in memory foam. Oh, comfortable. Ultra leather, perfect. I love how open and roomy this 24-foot motorhome is. Look at this with the table removed. Lots of room. You want to talk, have coffee, watch TV. Just beautiful.
The Unity IB is available in 2 different leather colors, clay and in tan. We also offer 2 cabinets, cherry wood and in maple. This unit right here is all done in maple with clay leather.
Another features, of course, is we've got our MCD shades on all of our windows, except for our galley window where we do a blind in there. We've also added a bigger galley window, which is kind of nice. And of course, up top, we've got our electrical switcher box. This is where your satellite pre-wire is. And what this allows us to do is I can watch a TV on my main TV. I can also watch a movie in the back, or if you order the optional outside entertainment system, you can move the bedroom TV outside and I can watch TV outside or a DVD outside. So that's our little switcher box. Nice little feature to have. Our little service center right above the door area, nice easy access, solid wood door opens up. I've got my optional stabilizer jacks. They're electric, they automatically will stabilize the coach so you're not rocking and rolling. And of course we've got our service center here where we've got our water heater turn on, we've got our water pump, and of course we've got our control center for our batteries. We can check our fresh water, our gray, our black, and our propane, and they're all done as a percentage, and they're a sonar system. The sensors are on the outside of the tank, they're not on the inside of the tank, so you won't get a false reading. We've also got our 600-watt inverter, which that allows me to do is watch television, TV off of the house batteries when I'm dry camping. That's a great feature. And of course, we have our optional generator. You can go with a propane generator or optional diesel generator, and that's the control center here with the hour meter right there. Simple,
easy. Let's go camping. I love the new entrance area. Leisure travel vans. We got a place here for your jackets, of course. We got LED lights with a little dimmer switch for a little mood lighting. And of course, we got our ducted air conditioner, 15,000 BTUs of power, cooling power. Plus, it's got a heat pump built in. Plus, look at this big residential skylight with a privacy blind. Very, very nice. We're in the cab area of the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter chassis, but I just wanted to mention to this, look at this beautiful cushions, all done in ultra leather, and look at that, 1 inch of memory foam. Can you see that? See how that it doesn't take a memory? I don't know why they call it memory foam. It doesn't take a memory. Perfect. We're in the beautiful cab area. As you can see, look at the panoramic view that you have. Great big windshield. Look at the room area that I have between my head and the ceiling. Lots of room for getting back and forth in the coach. And great features up front. Of course, we got our V6 Mercedes-Benz, 188 horsepower, 325 foot-pounds of torque. And talk about quiet, I got the door open and it is quiet. You can't even hear that motor running. How beautiful is that? Lots of power to pull 5,000 pounds. Of course, we got tilt steering, chassis air conditioning. We've got our control center up front that plays movies, GPS, radio, satellite radio, Bluetooth, streaming Bluetooth, you name it, it does it. You gotta love it. 5-speed automatic transmission. This is a beautiful coach to drive. If you've never driven the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter Cutaway chassis, get to a leisure van dealer, take one out for a ride. You're gonna fall in love with it. Let's talk about these beautiful chairs. Mercedes-Benz, swivel, easy to swivel. I've never seen a chair so easy to swivel. Boom, done. Ultra leather, synthetic man-made leather, doesn't get hot, doesn't get cold. It's a staple of a leisure travel van product. French seam stitching. Where are you gonna find that? That is beautiful. I love all the little details. And of course, little safety feature coming back and forth, rubber backing on the carpet so you don't slip and fall when you're moving forward and back. That's a great little safety feature. You're not gonna hurt yourself.
If you love all the interior storage on the Unity IB for 2014,
You're gonna love the exterior storage. Look at the size of this. You can take golf clubs, fishing rods, you name it. Look at the size, it's beautiful. Goes completely underneath the entire bed area. Lots of room. If you need an extra sleeping area, why not? Even more storage on the outside. Let's have a look at this. We're on the passenger side here, storage here, and of course, we have our optional propane or diesel generator. Of course, dual wheels on all the Unity IBs, and a couple other little things that we do is we spray foam underneath in here, keeps it nice and quiet when you're driving down the road. We also spray foam all the tanks so you don't get any damage on your tanks at all. Moving forward, of course, we've got our vacuum bonded wall, all aluminum framed, full body paint, no deckling, solid paint, 5 coats of paint, 3 coats of color, 2 coats of clear. We got our sexy frameless windows, and we have our power awning, which we're going to show you in a second. Need more storage space? Of course you do. Even more storage space here. We also have a new optional TV entertainment center where you can take the TV from the bedroom and move it outside and lock it onto the wall, which is a really cool feature. Look at this, even a little bit more storage. Great amount of storage. We talked about it earlier, our power awnings. You can see that's a box awning. It's all enclosed in aluminum, so it'll never get damaged when you're from debris, and this is how easy it is to bring it out. Just a press of a button, 7 foot wide by over 12 feet long. I can drop it down. If I'm dry camping and I've got a sand base or a ground and I want to lock it in, I can tent peg it down. Or a little bit of a breezier day, very simple, I can knock it down and lock it into the motorhome. What a great feature this is. So I can lock it in place here. So if you have a bit of a windy day, you got to have a big awning if you're RVing. The Unity IB has a big awning. Another new feature for 2014 is we've added LED lighting into the awning. That is one great little feature. No need to carry those little lanterns and hook them up. It's already built in. One less thing to take with you. Another great feature in the Unity IB, in our cab area here at Leisure Travel Vans, we carpet all the cab area. We use a rubber backing so it doesn't slide, so when you're getting in and out of the motorhome, you won't slip. That's a great little feature. Plus, if you look underneath the carpet here, we've got a little Mercedes-Benz toolkit that comes with all the units. Of course, the Unity IB for 2014 is powered by a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter cutaway chassis. V6 motor, 188 horsepower, 325 foot-pounds of torque. It can pull up to 5,000 pounds depending on your weight load. Beautiful chassis, 5-speed automatic transmission. If you've never driven one, I always tell you, man, you gotta take one out for a ride because nothing rides like a Mercedes-Benz. Another very important feature on all Leisure Travel Van Mercedes-Benz chassis RVs, we only use the Mercedes-Benz swivel, and I'm going to tell you why, because they work the best. We're now on the driver's side of the motorhome, and as you can see, we've got a locking diesel cap for your diesel fuel. I like that little feature. And talk about storage, even more exterior storage. Have a look at this. Wow, more there. Moving down, we've got a little bit more here. We also have our sewer hose connection, easy access there. We've also got our 6-gallon gas electric hot water tank, and for 2014 we have an optional on-demand tankless hot water heater, which is an option. Some people like that little option. Runs on propane. Here's our easy plug-in for our shore power. And then we work our way back down. Of course, we got our dually wheels, keeps us nice and stable when we're driving down the road. Hey, we're in the service center now. You can have a look at this. This is a great little service center. We got our winterized bypass valve. We got our cable connection, satellite dish connection if you have a mount one on the ground if you want. We also are pre-wired for satellite dish up above on the roof. We've got our exterior shower, hot and cold running water. Great little feature for the outdoorsman. Also, we've got our water fill for city and pressure and our water fill connection. Got a little light here so you can turn that off and on. Propane disconnect switch, very nice little feature. Under certain tunnels in big cities, you cannot have your propane on. Boom, one button, I don't have to worry about it. That's a great little feature. Black water flush, and of course here's our valves for dumping our tanks, remote propane fill. Of course, for dumping the tanks, always dump the black first, then the gray, everybody knows that. And it's right here, so easy access. Done. Another great little feature, of course, we have awning style windows, frameless, sexy glass, which I really like, but the windows open up and out so that if it's raining outside, you can have your windows open, no rain comes into the motorhome. Nice little feature. Okay, we're at the back of the coach on the Unity IB. This is very important. People don't realize this. A lot of RVs out there just use a thin little FRP wall. This is a full fiberglass rear mast, fully insulated. Up top, I've got my rear camera. Down below, I've got my 5,000-pound hitch and my connector for my tow vehicle or my trailer, and this will pull up to 5,000 pounds. It depends on the load weight of the motorhome. Another super important thing on a motorhome, Leisure Travel Vans does it. Look at this, full fiberglass front mast, fully insulated. Once again, keeps you aerodynamic going down the road. It also keeps you warm in cold weather, and it keeps you cool in hot weather. Also, look at this, little pot lights when you open and close the door. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for watching our video on the 2014 Unity IB. This is one great motorhome. If you're looking for a small motorhome, 24 feet 6 inches with tons of storage, you're an outdoorsman, you're an adventurer, you want to see the world, this is the motorhome. Tons of interior storage, tons of exterior storage, and of course a walk around island bed, private bathroom. You need to see one of these motorhomes in person. Take it out for a test drive. Go and see your local Leisure Travel Van dealer. If you have any questions, give us a call at the factory. Send us an email. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you very much for watching. Dean from Leisure Travel Vans.